Hey y'all, greetings from the Little House. I usually speak to you on Fridays, but this week I have to speak to you on Wednesday because we have an update. So the Diocese of North Carolina uses two metrics that determine the way in which we can gather as a community for worship. One of those metrics is a caseload trend, which has to do with the number of cases either being stable or decreasing. The other metric is the percent positivity rate of the tests that are conducted. And so they've set that number at 6.5%. When we decided to go back indoors 2 weeks ago, when the diocese moved into the next phase, Guilford County had been on a really great trajectory on both of those metrics. We had decreasing cases and our positivity rate was hovering around 5%. So we were definitely in the clear for the 2 weeks preceding our return to indoor worship. Since last Friday, however, we have crossed the threshold for one of the metrics. So we've seen reported cases increased rather dramatically in Guilford County. Yesterday, there were over 100 reported, and the positivity rate is creeping up toward that 6.5% marker. So in order to stay safe and in compliance with the diocesan requirements, we're going to move outside this Sunday. We're going to have one service at 11 a.m., so it's a little less cold than it would be at 10 a.m. And we're going to have 50 spots in that service. So our online broadcast will continue as normal, but unfortunately, at least for this week and probably the week after, we're going to be meeting outside only for worship and for any kind of small group activities that we need to do, including EYC, Christian formation, etc. I know it can feel like a little bit of a roller coaster to have to make these changes and on short notice, but we are doing it to stay in line not only with diocesan and CDC guidelines, but also as a way of communicating our Christian values and what we believe about the gospel of Jesus Christ and what we are called to do as a community to care for one another. So this isn't anyone telling us what to do. We aren't being shut down. We are actually choosing by virtue of our beliefs in Jesus Christ and in the well-being of the community to be in line with the recommended guidelines. And we still get to gather for worship both online and outdoors. The work of the church continues. The ministry of the gospel never, ever, ever slows down. But for at least the next couple of weeks, we're going to have to make this shift. I want to thank everyone who came the last 2 weeks that we were inside. I think it was a really joyful experience to be back together in that way, and I look forward to the day when we get to do it again. Let's all pray for those impacted by COVID-19, especially as the weather gets colder and schools come back together. I know there are a lot of unknown factors, and God is right beside us in every bit of anxiety that we feel. You should get a sign-up sheet along with this video for Sunday, and I look forward to seeing 50 of you at that time. God's peace be with you.